Hi, I'm Kevin Burgoon with owner SHOWPIG Feeds from Land O'Lakes Purina Feed. We're here today to talk about the winning matrix and how that impacts your SHOWPIG project and your success in show ring. Those four components are better breeding, better health, better management, and better nutrition. And with us today is Brian Vaughn, our swine ambassador, national swine ambassador from Wilmington, Ohio, and Kent Bennington, National Swine Ambassador from here in Indiana. And joining us also will be Dave and Jim Kilmer from here, who own and operate Kilmer Swine Farm. With that, guys, let's go on inside and get started. And we want to welcome you all in. Come on in with us, and we'll get started talking about better breeding. With me today is Dave Kilmer of Kilmer Swine Farm. We're going to talk about the better breeding portion of the winning matrix. Dave, can you tell us a little bit about the Kilmer Swine Farm and maybe how long you've been breeding hogs and how you got involved in the swine business?
Been about 50 years ago. My dad went to a neighbor and bought a couple Poland China gilts. And we started out that way. So we've been raising hogs at this same facility for 50 years. Wow. And 1969, I went to Purdue and graduated in 1973 and went in partnership with my father. And we've been raising purebreds and hogs ever since. And so been at it for close to 50 years, I guess.
You actually started out in the commercial business.
For the most part, over the years, we've been in the, showed at purebred shows and such, but back there in the 70s.
I'm Brian Vaughn, here today with Kent Bennington of Kilmer Swine Farm, and today we're going to discuss evaluation and selection of prospective pigs. Kent, in your opinion, how important is it to have a good relationship with a breeder?
I think developing a relationship with a breeder, and I think having someone that you can trust, is probably the most important thing that we do when we start looking about who and where are we going to purchase our pigs from. I think one thing that I like for people to do is take a look at the track record that the breeder has. In other words, I'm talking about look and see how much success. If we're looking at competing and really wanting to win and looking at it from a market standpoint, obviously the blue gilt, we've talked about her muscle shape and such. She's one that you certainly prefer in terms of market hog. When we look at it in terms of breeding gilts, I think you mentioned the Duroc gilt. I think you have to kind of know a little bit about the breed, and when you talk about Duroc gilts, we're talking about a breed feeding the purebreds. One of the things we're going to look at in the better management section is having a good, sound, solid exercise program. There's a lot of different philosophies and ways you can do your exercise programs. We're simply going to look at today what has worked well for us, the Bennington family, and at Kilmer Swine Farm is. We look to walk these pigs and exercise them about 15 to 20 minutes twice a day. But at this time, we're not really showing pigs. We simply, the kids you see here are just simply working together, keeping the hogs together close as they can, and just simply walking them. We'll talk about showmanship and actually working on showing pigs later on, but right now we're simply just out getting the pigs their exercise, and pigs are no different than you and I. I think we all need to have a exercise. They feel better, that we give them a little that exercise, they'll eat better, and things of that nature work quite well. So